And we are live. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
So, how's the day?
Good.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. What are you having, Sumeet?
I'm having this awesome ginger tea.
Ginger tea.
It's wonderful because I'm in the company of such wonderful people.
Where's your
Lovely.
key?
My tea is there. I'm just going to pick up in some time.
Okay.
Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jaswin Reads. Today we have a very different episode. I'm joined by two wonderful ladies and thinkers, and don't underestimate their knowledge. They come with years and years of work experience and personal life experience, and they are here to share some nuggets of wisdom from a book that they have been really talking about, the Celestine Prophecy. So this is the book that we're going to discuss. I haven't read the book yet, but I do have this particular workbook which talks about the 9 insights of the book. And I'm here joined by Lily and by Sumeet, and they're going to share what they have learned from this book and the practical applications that we all can use in our daily life. Let's dive right in. So, my first question, Lily, to you. What made you pick this book up?
Actually, I read this book maybe 20 years back.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was the time, when you're nearing your 40s and you're actually finding who you are.
Right.
40 is the age when you break most of the shackles of the, society and you become yourself.
Right.
So, and this book really spoke to me. It really spoke to me. And I felt that progressive journey that was being discussed and done in this book was actually the progressive journey of all of us in various ways. And it was a very relatable story. If you go about talking about the plot and the characters, there's nothing much to it. It's a very loosely knit plot and the characters are very forgettable because the main essence of the book is not the plot of the story. Though it's a fictional book, the main essence is the journey that we all humans take as everyday journey, how we synchronize with each other, with our atmosphere, with our surroundings, and how we meet people, and how some people come and stick in your life, and some experiences stick with you, and how we all are progressing and becoming aware of our spiritual journey.
Spiritual journey. Very
Yeah,
well
it's-
said.
Yeah, it's more about the spiritual journey than about anything else, and he's trying to make it relatable to all human beings. But yeah, it's a beautiful book, and it just describes our journey, spiritual journey in our lifetime.
Lovely, lovely. So, Sumeet, Lily just spoke about when you are in your 40s, you break all the shackles. I'm in my 40s. I feel like I'm in the 20s. Yes, I'm breaking all the shackles already. I'm in mid 40s. And now that I started to realize spiritualism, and you start to get into a bit of existential crisis sort of a thing, where you are thinking about this life, you are here all by yourself, you do not know what to do. And I think before the video, we were actually talking about, we come alone, we go alone. And sometimes that gives me a bit of fear. How do you think that people can read this book? And what are your learnings from this book that will help you to break that fear out? Like Lily said, you break your shackles.
So first and foremost, the book has been around for many years, right? And I've known about the book for many years. Unlike Lily, I've only read it about recently. I picked it up recently, though I was aware of the book for many years. And if you're looking for a book which has excellent writing or a style of writing which is going to win them a Pulitzer Prize or something, that's not this book. However, what spoke to me about this book is things like synchronicities. Everybody has synchronicities in their life, and I've been seeing a lot happen in my life, and that's the universe is sending it. And it's not just there for the sake of being there. The other thing I got out of this book, we all are co-creators of our own reality, right? Each one of us that we meet in our life has a message for us or a learning for us if we want it. If we don't, It's not going to be a matter to you at all that that person is part of your life or is not part of your life. But the interesting thing about this book is just a little bit of a backtrack. I heard about this book on a podcast, and I follow somebody without taking names who's into this awakened self-discovery spiritual journey thing, and she was talking about this book and how each one who is on this path should read it. So that kind of made me feel, okay, I know about this book, let me go pick up and see what she's talking about. It took me very long to read the book because every page I read and reread multiple times. And while it is not reality and it's fiction, it made me feel like in real this thing was happening. It made me want to go and research the things it talks about in there, and they, of course, it's all story. So the reason this book, to me, it appealed to me is, like I said, we all co-creators of our own reality. It highlighted that. Secondly, it talks about how we all can be healers. We all can be people who have clairvoyant or have special gifts. It's just that over the years, conditioned living and society has taught us, or we've learned in our years of growing up, a particular way of thinking or working. We have layers and layers that we've got to put on our eyesight that you really can't see beyond that. You have to lift the veil to be able to see that yes, you have the ability to be clairvoyant. She can probably heal somebody if she wants to. We all have that ability. So this book is also about that. It's about reconnecting humanity to its own, how should I say, magical powers. That's what it does. It reconnects you to that. And a lot of now, I believe it's not even easily available. If you go to a bookstore, you may not even find it. But it's relevant in today's day and age because I feel the humankind is at the paradigm of human evolution around you. What you see, you must be knowing there's so many people who are taking to this alternate way of healing, of meditation, of spiritual awakening, or being on a different journey. Youngsters are taking to it in such a big way. So this book and what it talks about is perhaps more relevant today than it was 30, 40 years ago. So that's my
I think
take.
these kind of books are relevant in every age and every stage.
Perhaps you're right.
Yeah.
But
Because it's which mental age and stage I am in.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very related.
So you're saying that a person's mental age and a physical age could be different.
Yeah, and also where in life you are today.
Okay.
Because see, we all learn when we go through hardship. When the going is good, everything is fine. We don't care about God. We don't care about spirituality.
Yeah.
We are just engrossed in the day-to-day life, in the routine, and we are on that level when we don't really care. Okay, it's only when things start to go downhill, then we think of God.
Yeah.
I think it's human nature. We think of God when things are going downhill, and then that is a path to self-discovery.
Yeah.
Most of us discover who we are when we are struggling.
Yes.
So, which part of the journey in your life you are, that's when you discover who you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You mentioned to me about our conversation just previously about coming alone, going alone, and so on. So there is a fourth insight, got
Yes.
8 insights in it, right?
Yes.
There's a fourth insight about lifting each other.
Yes.
And it talks about when we uplift each other, you avoid competition of energy. Okay? Because if I'm uplifting you, there is no conflict among us. Right?
That's true.
It's not that you're better than me or I'm less
Yeah.
better than you are.
Mm.
So when each one is engaged in uplifting each other, if humanity does this, there's no competition of energy. When that doesn't happen, automatically entire humanity goes to another dimension. It's working and operating in a much more, how should I say, compassionate and giving kind of a zone, rather than competing with each other and each one stepping on each other to get ahead in life. So a lot of little nuggets in this, and each one will take back, I think, what applies most to them. But for someone like me, I'm going to go back and reread the book over and over and over again. It's not like we started today and you finish it in 2 days.
No,
At least not for me.
this is not a book that you can sit overnight and finish and say, "Oh, I've done it." No. This is a book you read and you absorb. It's a book to be digested.
One thing from that book I'll relate to what we're doing today. The book talks about how there are no chance encounters. Okay, the three of us sitting here come from different backgrounds. We didn't know each other till some time back.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Now we're sitting and doing this
Yes.
recording here. and we're on the same page, there are no chance encounters. We met a few months or a year ago. So, like I said, synchronicities again with a meaning and a purpose. It's not happening for the sake of happening. There are no chance encounters. It talks about it in the book, and I feel that applies to us sitting here today. There are no chance encounters.
And it applies to so many people. Sometimes you meet somebody for the first time and you don't feel that you just met that person.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you feel so comfortable with them, and you talk all the things that you've never spoken to anybody in your life before, or maybe you will never speak to anybody in your life after also.
Yeah.
But you feel so comfortable. You see a face in the crowd. I remember when I saw you. I mean, it was a big meeting, and there were so many people, but I felt so comfortable, and I could
Stood out.
yeah. I mean, I could relate to her immediately.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there are some. I do believe in past connections.
Yeah.
I totally believe in past connections, and this is one book that kind of reconfirms and reaffirms that you are meeting people for a reason, and this may not be the first time, and this may not be the last time you're meeting them.
So when you say past connections, is there a reference to previous lives that you're talking about?
I am.
But not everybody believes in previous lives. So what do you have to then say? Because if this book is about spirituality also somewhere connects with a bit of religion.
Yes.
And every religion has
There's a
different beliefs
take on-
and you know, things that they believe in.
yeah.
So then how would you relate to that?
Okay, so maybe when you're talking about connections, it's more on maybe we are on the same mental and spiritual level.
Right.
Because there are some people you see and you have no desire to talk to them. And even if you talk to them later and you get to know them for the rest of your life, there is no connection.
Yeah.
And there are some people with whom you meet and there is an instant connection. So maybe it is the mental and the spiritual relatability. Maybe we are at the same level. Maybe that's why we are able to connect with each other. You agree?
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. But what I was saying, you talked about religion and things like that. So first and foremost, this is my own personal belief, really, that all religions, if you strip off the way you might worship X, Y, Z, or what your belief may be, at the very basic level, all religions are the same. They teach you the same fundamentals in life. Be a good person, don't cheat, don't lie, earn your living the right way, and so on and so forth. So how you achieve that and what you want to go, the way of worship may be different, and what modalities you follow could be different. But fundamentally, all religions came into the world to teach us how to live a life better and be better human beings and so on. So there is that common denominator, but it's just that because we get so focused on other things in the religion that we forget the religion actually, all of them are interconnected in some way, shape and form. So for people who don't believe in past life and things, they should read the book. All the more reason for them to pick up this book and see what appeals to them.
Right.
Because it talks about energy shifts, talks about how energies are connected, talks about how you, and it's very common. I mean, it's common sense also. If I uplift you and I uplift your energy and both our energies get uplifted, there is no discord. There's no disconnect then, right? We are both going in the same direction. The reason why you find a lot of conflict is because everybody is finding their own energy levels, and I will lift this one and I will not lift this one, or I am with this person or not with this person. So this book is telling you all have to move in the same direction. Whatever your beliefs may be, system could be different. But you can't run away from the fact that if you all pull in the same direction, is the only way everybody will get where they want to get to with least amount of discomfort and pain. But if everybody is going to pull in the different direction, you're not going to get there. Basic science. However, this book, even if you don't believe in certain fundamentals of spirituality, I'd still urge you to pick up and read this book. You might just get surprised by what it might show you. It might, or a couple of sentences or a paragraph here or some insight there might just touch you in a way you never thought it's possible.